right, we're going into our first playoff game of the season. Tell me how you guys are preparing.
Been watching lots of film and just trying to see basically what their strengths and their weaknesses are, and then we get one practice today, so we're just going to go over what we can to try and perfect our weaknesses and just try and clean up little things that we can so that we can go out here and perform our best.
Me as a player, watching film obviously, and then practicing outside of practice, getting extra shots up, trying to, work on things that I don't do so well in game and things like that.
How do you motivate players through tough games?
We try and do like a good pregame. I try and make sure they get fed very well. We try and listen to a good bit of music. And then I try and give them simple goals, like just like one goal we have every game is to win the first 3 minutes of every quarter, and I think that's a good motivation for them because it keeps it small yet doable for them. So I think another way to motivate, we also motivate each other. They're very good with each other, lifting each other up and keeping each other focused on game days.
Going along with motivating your players, what would you say is one of your coaching philosophies?
What do you think? You answer that. What's one of my coaching philosophies?
You're very tough on us, but in a good way. And you always, if anybody seems down, you always lift us up. And I don't know. Shoot. Sorry.
What made you guys go into the sport originally?
I've been playing, I started playing basketball at a very young age and then realized as I went into college that I prefer to be on the other side of the game, coaching, because it's more strategic and I like to try and outbeat my opponent mentally. So that's why I got into it.
At first, I really didn't want to play basketball, and there was just a coach that kept telling me, like, I need to play basketball, you need to do this will be great for you. And then I tried it and then just fell in love with it, and it just was barbecue chicken from there.
All right, what's on this side? I know you just asked. Brandon, you asked one?
How do you expect players to act when they're not in practice?
I expect them to behave very well. I expect them to represent us as a program. I would want like a teacher to be able to pick them out of a crowd and say, like, they are standing out, they're not doing what everybody else is doing type thing. One of the main things I like to tell them is to make sure they stand out and not to blend in. And so to me, that just means you're doing something very positive. You're doing something in such a way that it stands completely out from everybody else. And so you are somebody that somebody's going to pick out of the crowd. And so I just expect us to represent us and each other like we're supposed to. So.
What's y'all's mentality after losing a game?
Got to get better. We watch film and then we prepare and just kind of clean up whatever it was that beat us in that last game. Our biggest opponents is ourselves, and so 9 times out of 10 we're beating ourselves up, and so it's just trying to figure out what we can do so we're not contributing to helping the other team beat us. So we try to snap back as quick as possible.
My mentality, I feel like even if we lost as a team or if I just lost as a player, I think, well, obviously there's something I can get better at and there's something I can fix. So, get in the gym, work on whatever I need to fix and stuff like that.
How do you think certain losses and certain wins impact the team?
It just depends. So if it's like, it's going to impact us either way. But for me, it just kind of depends on if it's like I said, if it's a loss where we beat ourselves and we could have won that game, then that's going to hurt a little bit more versus a game where the team was just physically and naturally just kind of more talented than us. And that's kind of rare because I like to teach the girls that it's not about skills, it's about your effort and your energy. So as long as we are competing to win, then I feel like that'll help.
Sarah, did you ask a question?
How do you help your players improve their skills?
We do lots of strategic like drills at practice. Like I said, we try and teach them something new every day so that they're walking out of the gym feeling like a better player. We literally just teaching them different new things.
Josiah?
How would you guys like personally prep for upcoming games like tomorrow?
Me personally, get a good warm up in, like go to, like I said all the other times, go to the gym, get shots up, and just repetitive movements, muscle memory, like work on post moves, just keep on doing those things, eat a good, not too heavy meal, a light, something just to give you energy for the game, and then, you know, have a good, also, something I like to do is listen to a podcast or like a motivational speech, something to hype me up for the game.
Branching off of that, what type of music do you guys listen to while training? Just a curious question.
A little bit of everything. We try to keep it clean, and I try to make sure it's a variety for everybody, so that it's not just one genre of music. You never know what's hyping anybody up, so we can all pick a song and play a song, and it's going to motivate us in a way that it doesn't motivate for everybody else. So.
What's your guys' mindset going off to playoff game?
Win. Got to go in ready to compete, got to go in ready to fight. A really decent team that we're going up against, and for me as a coach wise, I can't play for them, and that's something I tell them all the time, and so I just need them to feed off of my energy and just feed off and just know that we can get through this together. So
Win and take care of business, really.
What's your biggest challenge this year?
Coming into this, being my first year varsity coach, I think my biggest challenge has been understanding that I'm with an older group of girls, and even though they're older, they're needy. And so these are a very group of needy young ladies, and I think that's my biggest challenge, is just understanding that I'm gonna have to be there in multiple ways outside of basketball in order for these young ladies to grow and for us to grow as a team. And they are some needy young ladies.
One of my biggest challenges was coming from a school that didn't really care about me much or like had my presence on the team, and then coming to a team that I'm just so important and just cared about. It's just, I feel like mentally it was a challenge to realize like there's a lot riding on me here, and that I matter to this team compared to the last team. I really was just kind of a cheerleader more than a player. So yeah.
Going off of that, how do you think you impact your team?
Sorry. I feel like I think I bring a lot of energy. I am very aggressive, and sometimes I feel like I can be a little mean, but it's always coming from the heart. And I feel like I definitely motivate our teammates, and like we'll have huddles and stuff, and I'll hype them up and be like, we gotta do this, or we gotta come on, like we gotta play better defense, or we gotta lock in, instead of just, yeah.
Sid's a major impact to our team just off of her presence alone. Just when she steps out there on the court, it's sometimes you don't have other ladies that's the same size or same height as her, and so that right there gives us a little bit of an advantage. But Sid's biggest impact in the game is her rebounds and being able to control the boards and keeping the ones that don't need to be in the paint, keeping them out of the paint, and just hustling the floor. And she, like she said, she's a great motivator. But all around, Sid is a big impact to our team. And like she said, coming from her previous team to being here with us now, for me, knowing her, she's done a 360, and I just can't wait for her senior year next year.
Well, I was saying, any other questions that you guys have right now before I ask my last one? Okay. Do you think something will come back to you? All right, so First playoff game, Tuesday, February 17th at St. Joe's, 7 p.m. Is it against St. Joe or is it
It's against St. Joe's.
St. Joe? What do you want to tell the fans who are going to come out and support you?
We need the same energy that y'all brought for the boys' game at Chapman, and I truly believe in this team that we have, and if they feel motivated, if they feel believed in, I feel like we'll be able to perform to our fullest potential. They're hungry. We're not ready for our season to end, so if you guys can just come out and support your peers, I think that'll help push us in the right direction.
Do you have anything specific you want to say?
Be loud.
Yeah.
And definitely cheer us on and encourage us, because just being loud and encouraging us is the best thing you can do. And please do not try to yell at the refs or anything like that, because we're not trying to have any.
We need them on our side.
Right.
Okay.
What makes your team different from others?
This team is all around. I have lots of different puzzle pieces, and it's really good puzzle pieces. So like, we don't have anybody that holds us back or holds us down, and so it's this team, we're able to just work together very well. I feel like I have a lot of fun with this team. They're very exciting, they're very goofy, they're very hardworking, and it's never really a dull moment with them. I think that's the biggest thing that makes it different. Like, I can get onto them, and instead of them getting in their heads, they're gonna find a way to make me laugh, and I think that makes a big difference. I think that's a huge difference.
I feel like this team is just full of amazing women. Like, everybody on the team has, even if, like, basketball-wise, yeah, they're good. We all know this, but like, just as people, they're just amazing people, and everybody on the team just gets along so well, and everybody is just so kind, caring, and like, if say you have one teammate that's sad, they're always gonna lift them up. They're not just gonna look at you and be like, oh, whatever, like, we don't really care, we're gonna do our practice, we're worried about ourselves. Like, we're a family, an actual family. You know, some teams just say, oh, we're a family. No, like, we're actually a family, and we all care about each other.
All right. Anything else? All right. Good job. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.